Hello and welcome back to the couch. We saved you a seat. My name is Luke.
And I'm Emily. Hello and welcome. Tonight we are covering A Court of Wings and Ruin by Sarah J. Maas. We are doing chapters 37 through 42.
Perfect. Yes, and if this is the first time that you have ever been with us, just know that we're doing sections of this book, these smutty books. Speaking of smutty, we have the Smut Oracle right here. Check out her content. She will tell you all that you need to know about your smut journey as you travel beyond the pages and into the audiobooks, if that's what you prefer. If you like this content, you can check out the other stuff that we have on YouTube, what she's got going on. Also have a book list in the description of this video. You can buy the book from Amazon. It helps support the channel, as well as there's a membership. It's $2 a month. You don't get anything. It helps with coffee. That's it. Sorry about it. We do this 3 or 4 times a week. So sit back, relax, look out for what we're about to do next. And we always go live. Well, we have recently. Anywho, we'll let her jump into the chapter recap and then we'll talk about it.
Excellent. Well, we are doing chapters 37 through 42, and in these, we open with the King of Hybern deciding subtlety is overrated. He projects himself into the summer court like a magical jump scare, taunts everyone, flexes his power, and makes it abundantly clear he's enjoying the countdown to war. Subtle? No. Effective? Unfortunately, yes. Then we see Tarquin for the first time, since the Book of Breathings incident, and Awkward does not begin to cover it. But when Hybern attacked, the Night Court showed up, and for Tarquin, receipts matter. Old wounds don't disappear, but alliances shift when survival is on the table. We move to the Illyrian camps for war prep, which includes strategy meetings, training, and apparently deciding that battlefield-adjacent intimacy is the move. Farah and Reese absolutely choose a moment and location that could have been reconsidered. When Hybern it begins escalating and the summer court attacked, the High Lords meeting gets moved up to immediately, if not sooner. No more breathing room, no more prep time. Everyone's getting thrown into a room together and hoping it doesn't combust, but we are actively taking bets on how quickly it will. And then, miracle of miracles, Nesta agrees to attend, not because she's warm and fuzzy now, not because she's suddenly sunshine and empathy, but because she finally grasps that war is bigger than her anger, and that doing the right thing sometimes means showing up when you'd rather burn the room down. Character development, reluctant, sharp-edge character development. So these chapters are villain theatrics, uneasy alliances, questionable camp decisions, and the war summit officially fast-tracked. So Luke, are you ready?
No one comes to the kitchen couch for the food. Let's hit it. Look, we got it. I've been looking forward to this for a long time. I know you said hey, when all the High Lords get together, fireworks. But we got it. It's so funny. The King of Hybern is so funny. I can't not think about how charming this dude is. He also does the hand in pocket thing. Did you see that?
I did not.
Yes. What? The king, he's like standing there before he, is a hologram. He's standing there and he's like, oh, right there. Middle of page 362, the quote. Uh-huh. The last report I received from Amarantha, he puts his hands in his pockets, she was still enjoying you. That's such a good line. He's so funny, dude. He's so funny.
You love a villain.
I just love that kind of unabashed pride and just he's such a heel. It's awesome. There's one of my other ones is such a remarkable girl, your mate. First Amarantha, then my pet, the ACOTAR, and then she broke past all the wards around my palace to aid in your escape. Not to mention my niece and nephew. She's savage dragon and bargain, and for what reason? I mean, just awesome. Hilarious.
He's a little cray-cray. It's exciting.
He's hilarious. Sorry. The rest of it was kind of just okay. I got to that point, and I was like, oh, he's a hologram. Shit.
I know. It's like a little taste. We keep teasing you with some moments.
It was so difficult for me not to keep reading.
Oh.
In this section.
I understand, because the next section is my favorite. So I feel like this one's going to be a fairly short episode,
Okay.
because while it's like 50 pages, not too much happens. We're just kind of like setting some stuff up for the big chapters that happen next time. So from the beginning, I guess, what were you thinking? Like, did you think, give me your play by play with the confrontation with Hybern? Like, what did you think was happening? Did you figure it was something that was not quite like the actual showdown? Like, where were you with this? Walk me through it.
Brain is stuck on the hands and pockets thing. I think there's a larger connection there. I just don't
Mm-hmm.
know what it is. There's a larger connection between the King of Hybern and Reese that we don't know about because they're the
Okay.
only two who talk like that and who act like that and who are like that. So it could just be a cocky heel thing that they're both just confident and capable.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the her being in his head and them talking about her in the same place was awesome. It's
Mm,
awesome. He's like, oh, I'm sure she'll love what you just said. Whatever he says there.
yeah.
Um,
Did you,
and
but
he's
like,
kill him, Reese, kill him. Like, uh, Reese is
mhm.
clearly holding back for whatever reason too here in this
Well,
section. Like, I know that he's
because,
like physically held back by this magical dust, but he's also like
yeah.
verbally being held back, obviously.
Yeah, he's being held back because there's a huge damper on his power. He's having to like store it up to try to like lash out and kill the King of Hybern, and that's when he unfortunately finds out that he's not really there.
No.
But yeah, they're talking about, I mean, I felt so bad for Reese during this situation because yet again, not that I'm like, oh, poor Reese, like all the time, but he I felt bad for him because the plan was like, he's the big baddie, right? He can just like mist everyone, but he couldn't do that. And so he's trying to figure out what he can do to try to get like this king eliminated now so that it
Mhm.
doesn't become a full-fledged war. And he has the power to do that, but he's like, oh, foiled again. Like
Yeah.
it, I feel bad. And then he has to sit there and endure. Like, imagine the worst thing that's ever happened to you. And then everybody knows about the worst thing that ever happened to you. And then when people want to be real dicks to you, they just get to come up and like press on that wound whenever they want.
Yeah.
And he's got to just like deal with that in this
It,
section. And I feel bad about it.
it sucks. It's appropriate though. It's
Mm-hmm.
appropriate. The part of that sucks the worst is he chose it. He chose to do it. Not that
Mm-hmm.
it's good or bad that he chose to do it. It's terrible that he chose to do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's terrible that he had to or he felt obligated to.
Right.
Obliged probably is the right word. But yeah, he's like, oh, yes. You and Amarantha. Wild. I forgot about that.
He's like, oh, I did like her. She did like you.
She did like, perhaps I'll, we'll see. Perhaps I'll give her to Tamlin when I'm done. Like, there's so much hilarious, polarizing.
Mm-hmm.
The thing at the bottom, I think, is the paragraph, the monologue at the end is probably the most important part. Because you can't really tell if he's preaching for the troops or if it's genuine.
Yeah.
You
He
can't really
says,
tell. But
yeah.
he's like, there was room at the table for everyone. You and your ilk claimed. For humans, lesser fairies, for half-breeds. In this new world of yours, there was room at the table for everyone, so long as they thought like you. But the loyalists, are you delighted in shutting us out? I mean, he just goes into this whole thing, and it's like, wait, do you believe this? Is this real?
Yeah. I mean, he does. That's why he's saying it. That's like a
So,
part of why they're
well,
having
but
this.
it could be like pumping up his own dudes.
I
Dude.
mean, yeah, it could be that for sure. But I do think he does believe it. That's why he's doing it. I mean, there's got to be like a bigger reason.
I mean, he says there's room for table for everyone, and he specifically mentions for humans right at the beginning.
Well, he's saying that's what Reese believes.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
He's like, you think there's room at the table for everybody, but there's not. Because like we're not going to deal with humans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I misread that.
Yeah.
Anywho,
it is confusing the way that it is said at the beginning. But we also get like we get a little update on Timmy Tam as well, because Reese is like, where is Tamlin, by the way? Like, aren't y'all besties? And he says, oh, Tamlin has plans for you after what you and your mate did to him, his court. What a mess for him to clean up, though she certainly made it easier for me to plant more of my troops in his lands. So, and then she's like, oh, my bad, I did do that.
Yeah, he was talking to her by proxy. So
yeah,
that's all that. I mean,
yeah.
Tamlin's a lost puppy, obviously.
Yeah.
Like,
and he also kind of he knows about the powers as well. So that's kind of an issue, because they're trying to keep all of that under wraps, so that none of the other High Lords freak out about it and go to align with Hybern instead.
Yeah, so I imagine they're going to let that slip for the next couple of chapters, so Hybern can't use it as ammunition against them. But that's what
they're trying to keep it as quiet as possible, is what they kind of agreed to later. But yeah, that's part of an issue, for sure. So
I gotta be honest with you, I kind of liked it. Sorry.
No, go ahead. No, go right ahead.
No, I was gonna move on to the next section. You had a point.
So was I.
Oh, the fact that she's like, Feyre's in a fever dream, like living in her deep thoughts, and Moore's like, Feyre, middle of a battle right now, like at this very moment.
Hey,
wake up,
snap back in, come on.
It's kind of funny.
Snap in, hun, we gotta go.
And then, honestly, no, you were here too long. I could hear that line. Could you hear that line? Like like, yeah, you were here too long. Like, like, it's so loving.
Yeah.
Like, for someone to understand the scope of what's happening. Right. And there's so much love, and you were here too long.
Yeah.
Like, because it's like, to me, the subtext is, I'm so happy you were here as long as you were. And you're needed elsewhere. Like, there's no but. Usually, I'm so happy you're here, but you're needed elsewhere. It's not that. It's
right.
I'm so happy you were here. You're needed elsewhere. There's no but. It's not a antagonistic thought.
Right.
It's a complimentary thought. And so that's how I read it. Maybe I'm reading way too deep in my little actor psyche bullshit.
No, I do like it. I can hear it as well. And it's like, it's that soft caress, of like, I know I always want you here with me, but I need you to be where your feet are right now, because there's danger all over.
Right. And like I said, take the butt out. It's just, I want you here with me all the time. You're needed elsewhere. Like, and that way there's it's like I said, it's not binary. It's not a conflict. It literally is, this is the case. This is also the case. And you get to choose. Like, it's then your choice. You get to be like, hey, okay, well then it's very barrier lowering. Yeah. Anyway, sorry, that's how I read it.
No, I'm a big fan. I mean, I'm always a fan of anything that happens with our peeps, except for what happens a little bit later. We'll get to that. So as we go, and then more, they see Varian. So they finally see somebody they notice, right? Because they haven't seen anybody yet. They're just fighting through, and there's like blood spattered folks all the time everywhere. We see Varian.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, hey, are you okay? What's going on? Thanks for letting us know this was happening. And he's like, he's in the wherever he's at. And she thinks that they're talking about Reese, but it's Tarquin. So they walk in, and there's Tarquin, and it's the first time that we've seen him since we have stolen from him and received the blood rubies.
Yes. So this is not great. But what's really kind of cool about this section specifically is that we get that relationship with what's his face. Jeez, what's it? The other prince they just meet. God, I just forgot it. The one who sent the message to Amren.
Varian.
Yes, thank you. Jeez.
Yeah.
Varian is like, he's like, I'm cool with you, like whatever.
Yeah.
Like, he understands because when you first meet Varian, it's like, oh, I hate this guy. Why are you being such a prick? And then you're like, oh, these dudes showed up to fight. I'm in. Whatever they need,
Yeah.
Because then you get the antithesis of that with Tarquin, where Tarquin's like, "Why are you here?
Yeah.
What are you doing here? Like, I didn't ask you to come here. No, thank you. Not no, thank you necessarily. Not as far as no, thank you, but like,
yeah.
I
Well,
don't.
he says, I heard Tamlin took you, then I heard the spring court fell, collapsed from within, its people in revolt, and you had vanished. And when I saw the Illyrian legion sweeping in, I thought you had come for me too.
Yeah.
To help Hybern finish me off. So it's like it's a very human response. Like
I'll tell you, and it's they got off easy for what they did.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And I mean that including all the deaths. Including all the deaths, they still got off, because Tarquin could literally like, oh, those winged creatures, I'm gonna kill half them and just kill half of them. Or some of them at least. Yeah. I
It's
love
pretty
that.
bad.
I love that I was talking to Feyre Archanon. Like, both names.
We're seeing him, like when we first saw him, it really felt like he was like a boy, like a younger boy king, right? Like he is the youngest High Lord. He's 80 years old, but he's still the youngest High Lord. Yeah. And now that he's kind of been fucked over by his friends, he's a little harder, and a little bit, I think, more of a hardened kind of king. He's more, in my opinion, more kingly when we see him.
It's
actually Highlordian when we see him.
I disagree a little, and only because bit? Correct. Only because there's still like a level of insecurity in how he acts and what he says that speaks to the age, speaks to the lack of combat experience, speaks to I don't know if more combat experience puts Tarquin into a level where he doesn't need help from anyone. Right. We don't know that.
I don't think so. I just think that he's like really jaded at this point now. Like he has experienced betrayal, and he was really hoping because it's like, you know how he does have some kind of radical ideas, some progressive ideas when it comes to how he thinks the world should be run. And you finally think that you found someone who agrees with you, and you think you're connecting on that level, and then that person like literally screws you over. So it's a hurt that I think is relatable. We can all relate to that.
He feels like a very early 20s man to me. It's like, oh, I've been through my first breakup. I maybe just lost my job, and I thought they liked me. And there's like a few things going on here where you can kind of feel the inexperience, you can kind of feel the immaturity, but it's not over the top.
Huh? My husband's in the comments on the TikTok side of things and saying, "Yeah, it's the same thing Feyre did to me." Boy, Evan has some real issues with Feyre. He's got a grudge. He's holding on tight.
Evan, we respect the game. We respect. Hold on to that grudge forever. Never let that one go. Feyre, so is it the last section? Is it the last section where Feyre like more makes a joke, like a Thor Ragnarok joke, basically, and Feyre's like, I was gonna laugh, but I'm taking this way too seriously right now. It's like, what a girl!
That was the last one.
What a girl move! It's okay to laugh at a fart joke, lady. It's okay. It's fine. It's funny. It's objectively funny.
We had okay, so I gotta ask you about this though. So Feyre and Tarquin are having this conversation, and then she's handling it like she's like, well, our dreams are the same, and we're trying to get it over. And he said, well, is that how you justified stealing from me? And then before they can even really talk it out, Rhys is there. And so Rhys joins the conversation, and then they kind of have like this little peacock moment where he's like, he glances between them and is like, oh, mates. And he's like, yeah, wasn't it obvious? Like the last time I saw you? It's like, no, dude, it wasn't obvious because she was flirting with Tarquin and you were flirting with Cressida and you were hiding it on purpose. So I feel like that was a little bit of a dick move on Rhys's part. Especially, it's like he wanted to be your friend. You wanted to be his friend too. You showed up here now. This is your chance to be humble. Don't be a dick. And then you can still have friends. But he does not choose that.
Right.
He does not make that choice.
It's interesting how Reese treats people like they're his friends. And they're not.
What do you mean?
Well, Reese isn't friendly necessarily. He treats his friends, he treats people like his friends. Right.
Mhm.
So,
Right.
like, I would imagine Reese kind of a big spoon to swallow. Pause. And it's
Okay,
difficult. It's
let's try it.
difficult to become friendly with. Noting
Mhm.
his close relationships with dangerous and salty individuals. So, big pause on that one. Damn. Sorry.
Yeah, I fully expected you to be like, be cool. Like, be cool. Be cool. That's
Sorry.
hilarious.
But
So,
and so when he treats people like his friend, they're like, nah, dude, we don't know each other like this. And this is one of those examples. Right. He was like, didn't you see it, you fucking idiot? And they're like, no, what are you talking about? Like, because if he had said that to Cassian or Azrael or Moore, they'd have been like,
mhm.
yeah, all right, take it
Yeah.
back, probably.
I mean, okay, I could
It's
see
kind of
that.
obvious to me that he's like, oh, I treat everyone like my friend. And it's like, buddy, they don't know
Mhm.
you. Like, what are you talking about? He even
Yeah.
treated Feyre after they got over the weird at the beginning of the second book stuff. He
Yeah.
was like treating her, and she was just like, wait, am I supposed to like you? Wait, do I like you?
Eh,
How am I supposed to like you?
I mean, like, for her, I think it was the right move. Like, he read her
Yeah,
correctly.
he did.
So for her, it was the right move. But for Tarquin, I feel like this was a huge swing and
Yeah.
miss because, dude, like,
I
come
have
on.
in my past treated people as a friend, and they were like,
Mhm.
what? And I was like, what?
What?
I was like, what do you mean, what? I thought your shoes were awesome. And he's like, yeah, but what? I was like, oh boy, shit.
We don't know like that.
It's a huge miss, and I literally think he was like not trying to be a dick.
Yeah, but he definitely ends up coming off that way for sure. And so we continue. He basically like they get a verbal spanking from Tarquin. What happened is not great. He does say try to blame the attack on Night Court. Reese is like, hey, no, we are not. We're not
aligned with them.
We are not. This is not that's not on us.
They also say, hey, we're gonna park our soldiers a couple of miles away, and we're gonna be there for at least a day or two to mend some people to do the thing. And he's like,
tend to your people, like just tend to your people. And then Tarquin's like, don't tell me what to do. You don't give me orders.
Get the fuck out of here.
It's like,
and he's like,
get
he
out.
literally says like, get out and take your army with you. We can hold the bay now that blah blah blah. And then silence. Moore and I linger just outside the open door, now turning blah 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 blah. And he's like, another beat. Then Tarquin said, get out. After saying, come to the meeting. And then Feyre says, Reese says, Feyre's offer still holds. We're at your disposal. And he says it. I read that as kind of, he's trying to be serious, and Tark was like, I don't think you get it. I'm in charge here. Get the fuck out of here.
Get out. I mean, he always is in charge wherever he goes. That's just part of being Rhysand and the highest of the High Lords in that.
But then he's like, I suggest you not give the High Lord orders. And then she's like, she's High Lady, bitch. She
is actually High Lady of the Night Court, so she can do whatever she wants. Just so you know.
Tarquin let out a low, bitter laugh. Oh, you do like to spite tradition. And then Reese is like,
it's so true. He's like, yeah, I do. Sorry.
I am leaps and
So
bounds
we
cooler
go
and more powerful
to
than you. Go and fuck yourself.
yeah.
See you later, dog.
So we go to the Illyrian camps, and it's like bad news bears because not everybody made it. All right. So I think what this is supposed to kind of highlight and show us is like we don't really want a war with Hybern. Like the last war lasted 7 years.
We don't want that.
And lots of people died. This was one battle, and he wasn't even actually here. He was just a hologram version. So you don't want all this, I promise. If we can avoid it, that would be best.
Correct.
Because we have Illyrian soldiers wounded, wings shredded to pieces, Tarquin's people and soldiers also just like the bay was running red with blood.
Tarquin pretty salty. Pun intended.
Yeah.
He's salty. Yeah. So I love this. I think it's interesting. No whisper of Tamlin and Jurian. Right. Like Tamlin didn't join in on this conflict. Interesting that didn't happen. Right. Because if you're the dog of the king, you might have been forced to attack from multiple sides. Very common combat strategy. A flank.
Right. And they are the ones that border the land with Summer. So makes sense.
Correct. And then they just kind of had this, conversation. They had this like kingly, queenly, husbandly, wifey, never had this conversation as the latter conversation. And essentially Reese is like, we were set up for failure here. And we did everything but succeed.
Yeah.
He goes as far as to say he only showed up to taunt me.
Yeah.
And he showed up to taunt you too. And that was the whole point. Like he was like, oh, it's a win-win essentially. Like if they take Summer Court's Ariada. Terrible. Adriata. I'm terrible with names. If they take Adriata, right, they get a W. Great. If they can't lose, though. The king can't lose. So there's a lot of that really cool conversations kind of happening in between them. It's them discussing the future of Valaris. The yeah. It's really good. Yeah. They get to an I love you that's really kind of sweet. They talk about the king's taunting. It's a little bit
and then,
underwhelming, but go ahead.
What I do like about the conversation is they finally get to the point where it's like, all right, we're not doing this anymore. Secret's already out. Everybody knows about Valaris. So when we go to the meeting with all the High Lords, are you going to show up like everybody expects you to show up? Or are you just going to like be yourself?
Right. And it's like, hey, yeah, I love this conversation. Actually, I'm so sorry I talked over it. This is the best part. It's like, no, you need to be you now forever.
Yeah.
And it needs to be genuine.
It's like, and everybody should do it. Like Cassian needs to be Cassian. Azrael needs to be like, we are going to show them the family. Okay. Because nobody gets it. And what we need is trust. We need people to trust us. We need allies. We cannot do this by ourselves as much as you are stubborn as hell and want to try. We cannot do this by ourselves. So please, let's just show up like who we are because we're actually pretty awesome. So he agrees. We're going to show up as a family and show him the king of the court of dreams.
A little bit. It's a little bit coach speak, but it's cool.
Yeah, but sometimes you need that. Like, I can't tell you how many times girlfriends of mine will text me something and I will text them back and they go, is this therapy? Like, did I just come to a therapy session? And I'm like, yes, bitch, you did. Because I'm not going to let you talk about yourself like that.
Honey, if you say that out loud, do you know who's listening? You. Stop it.
Stop it. Wow, Luke.
What? That's a good thing to say. It's like, hey, why are you looking backwards? You know what doesn't have rear view mirrors? Rocket ships. We're going to the moon, baby. But we're going up.
Okay. All right. That one's kind of lame. That one was pretty lame, to be honest.
They don't go backwards, they dip, okay? Oh
Yeah.
god, that's so
Yeah.
stupid. Um
So he's like back in his feelings again, bless it. And so they basically agree, like, we're gonna keep your powers under wraps, and no more lies, no more deceptions beyond my magic. Let Tarquin be the first and last casualty of our deceit. So we're like, yeah, okay, that was actually our bad. We should probably have not done that. So that'll be the only one that we lied to moving forward. And so they're all like sad about stuff. And so she decides to, kiss it and make it all better. Yeah. I am not a fan of this one. This is like the one that I'm not a fan of. Are you kidding me?
This is so good.
I don't love it because, like, look around. Look around. Look around.
I think
look where you are.
This is so in character. I was like, oh yeah, this is in character. Like, this would for sure happen right here.
Yeah, I'm sure that it will. I'm sure that it does. And I get it.
I mean,
but it's like,
listen, this is a point. This is one of those
She didn't even throw up the sound shield.
This is is one of those points right here where you're reading yourself as the character. Yeah. You got it. Oh no, this is actually in character. Like, this is exactly what would happen. They would be sitting intimately talking about things that are like, hey, let's be better tomorrow. Like, there's a way we can do this. This is really cool. They're kind of pumping each other up, and they're like, we know how to do this, and we can do this, and blah 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 blah. And then they it was his horse in the gutter, blah blah blah. His brows rose, blah blah blah. There's a little privacy in the war camp, he warned. I mean,
there's no privacy in the war camp.
There's a little privacy in the war camp.
No, there's not. And I mean, she could have. She has a sound shield, and she did not throw it up. Like, come on, girlfriend. Come on, girlfriend. What are you doing? What are you doing? So, this is like the one I'm not a fan of. And this is also one of the things about like romanticides that we don't talk about. This is like, this part is for sure fantasy because they've been fighting all day.
No, she took a nap, didn't she?
I'm talking about she gross. All right. She's been sweating. She's covered in like grime, other people's blood, like sweat. They've been in leathers, fighting leathers, and
a lot of ass. They also kicked so much ass.
They did. And you know what else there is? Swamp ass. They for sure have swamp ass. It's gross. And she's going to put it in her mouth? No. I'm sorry.
I don't know what to say.
Like, do you know what this is called? This is called UTIs. This is what's going to happen. We're going to get UTIs right here. Okay.
Listen, I completely disagree with you. I think this is this is you putting yourself in the story.
I think this is every woman who is actually a woman, like, reading this and going, yeah, I probably wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't do that. You're not Farrah.
It sounds great in theory.
You're not Farrah. And I'm not thinking about me being Reese. I don't particularly like Reese. I think he's fine. He's okay. But I'm like, oh yeah, actually, yeah, they're newlyweds.
I think that Reese PC is quite the man. And does he deserve it in this moment? Sure, he does.
They're newlyweds. They're feeling each other out. It's all good in the hood, baby.
They definitely feel she's feeling a lot of things out for sure. But anyway, it is a sweet moment if you just like suspend disbelief for the amount of grossness that
it's incredibly gross. There's no doubt about that.
It's gross. Okay, so then we move on.
Okay, so the beginning of the final chapter in that section is, but I tasted him. And then the beginning of the very next chapter, which is only a centimeter or two down, says,
only a few more Illyrians died during the night.
It's like, oh God, what a turn.
That's my point exactly, Luke.
What a pace change. Awesome.
Thank you. That's my point exactly. Time and a place. I get it. So we go home to the house, and Nesta, bless her, she's all like worried. She's all worried because she hasn't seen Cassian, and she's pretending like she doesn't care.
Oh yeah.
But she's like, where is he? Oh my gosh. And then she's like, you didn't come to say hello to me. And he's like, yeah, because I am busy. I'm like the general, and a lot of my people died, and I had to deal with that. You stupid girl. Bless.
It's so funny.
Bless.
This seemed a little out of character for me. That Nesta would be sitting there waiting,
For
yeah,
Nesta?
waiting for her. It has to be on the heels of the last time when he saved her from the pit. That had to have been the moment where she's like, "Oh, he actually does save people. This is fucking awesome," and he saves me in particular.
Yeah.
This is kind of awesome.
Yeah.
And then so when she's like, "You come say hi to me," and he's like,
yeah. Well, she says, well, to be fair, Amryn lets her know Cassian's gone to war many times. Blah blah blah. He'll be back before the meeting, and she says, "I don't care." It's like,
Yeah.
but you do, because you're kind of making a whole thing about it. So, you know. But Feyre says, "Take me to the prison right now, because we have to go talk to the bone carver. We have to get something else." Even though he'd made it very clear what he wanted. Like, this is silly. But let's go. Let's go see the bone carver.
This is silly.
So,
you are correct.
it's
Yes.
silly. I'm like, why did we waste 4 pages on this, 5 pages on this? Because we're not going to do it. We learned no new information. The only new information that we received was now Rhys understands who she sees, not just any little boy, but their firstborn child. And now he understands that. That is the only new thing that occurs. That's the only thing that comes from this meeting. We don't really hear or find out anything else about it. So, do you have anything to add? I mean, I know you love the bone corridor.
No,
do you have anything?
This is kind of boring. Is there anything missing? Like, did you like make a mark here where you're like, oh right, this is one of those?
No, that's why I'm like, it was a waste. I don't know why we did that. I literally don't know why we did that. It was a waste of 5 pages. I mean, other than, yeah, it was nice to know that he now knows that she sees his firstborn child, their firstborn child, if they survive. It's also kind of sweet that like she gets to show him what he looks like. That's like a sweet moment. But
Yeah.
Okay. Like, we're in the middle of stuff. Let's like don't leave me hanging. We're in the middle of important things, right?
Yeah.
So then we have we go back to the house, and Elaine is there, and Elaine is baking, and she's smiling. Now, this part, I will say, I did think was really cute.
This
not so much.
This part's really stupid. It's pretty dumb. So I thought this is kind of dumb.
Okay, but the only part that I thought was cute was afterwards, like when Feyre's like, "Okay, we'll have fun making bread," and then she steps out in the hallway and she's like, "I think she's gonna be okay." Like, she's like relief, and Rhys says to her, "That was what I felt when I saw you smile that night we dined along the Sidra. Like the first time that I saw you smile after Under the Mountain," and I was like, "Okay, she's gonna be okay." I know. That's the only part that I thought was cute. I like that. I like that more than like, oh, like, I see our firstborn child. That part's just weird. Yeah. So anyway, there's that. So we wake up the next day, and that's when we find out that.
Oh, I love that. Wait, I love that they don't eat. Like they're like, let's get some food. Like, this is such a relationship moment. It's like, hey, let's get some food, and they're like, I don't want to cook anything. Let's go out to eat. Are you disgusting? Yeah, don't give a fuck. We're gonna go. And it was kind of. That's such a man moment. I'm sorry. It's a very clear man moment. I love it.
No, it's pretty. You're pretty true about that. And then she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go like have a flying lesson," and then that's that. So next chapter 41. And it's like they even just mention it. They're just like, "Oh yeah, I guess I just need to drop that we're also still having flying lessons." So great. That sounds lovely. So the next 2 days we are training and talking about the meeting. We're doing like, we're politicking, man. They're like, "No, I don't want to meet there. Let's meet somewhere else. No, I don't want to meet there. That's too close to blah, blah, blah." Like, it's just messy.
And some of the people are like, "After Amaranthe, meh." And it's like, okay, what are we gonna do here?
Yeah.
Just pick a bucket spot.
Yeah. But we settle on the Dawn Court because it's the most neutral that we can find. Mm-hmm. So it's like a little castle in the clouds. Insert Les Mis song here.
There is a castle in the clouds.
Thank you. Thank you. So we decide to go there because it's the closest thing to neutral that we can get. And so Az goes off to try to get as much information as he can find, and then we're getting ready to leave. And as we're getting ready to leave, we come down dressed.
Oh God, I love
So,
this part. This is so extra and so
You're like-
stupid. I love it.
You're like, this is girl shit. And
I
I
love
love
it.
it.
It's just like it's extra. The whole crown moment. It's like they're all yours. Just pick one. You can pick
Yeah.
whichever one you want.
They're all
And she's
yours.
like,
You can have one.
she's like,
And she's like, no,
they're not all mine. I can't do all this. They aren't all mine. And he's like, no. Like they're all yours. What if I decide to sell them?
Yeah.
You get the money.
It's yours.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I don't
Sell
give a
it.
fuck.
I don't care. It's yours. It's adorable. It's adorable. But she basically wears the same dress that she wore for Starfall, and then they they do a little like upkeep, like they upcycle it a little bit for this, and then she picks a crown. And I just love the way that they constantly are describing the difference between the two of them. So it says, if Rysand was knight triumphant, I was right. Would you love that the last?
I don't know. I don't know.
And now you're like
we
no.
beat
Okay.
this one to death.
Okay, so if Rysand was knight triumphant, I was the star that only glowed thanks to his darkness, the light only visible because of him. Now, I think that's stupid, me personally, because I think that takes her power from her. Like, she's a dog in her own right, and so I don't like that it's described as like, if he's knight triumphant, then I'm a star, but only because he's
We
there.
agree.
It's like, nah.
We agree.
No. Yeah.
We agree.
I don't love it. I don't love that. So we go and we get to like see what where all of it is. We already talked about that. Oh, it's all yours, blah blah blah. But she says, I let the crown call to me. I hadn't picked it for style or comfort, but the draw I felt to it, as if it were the ring in the weaver's cottage. So, right, that part I thought was
it's kind of good.
Interesting.
It's kind of good.
The crown was crafted of silver and diamond, all fashioned into swirls of stars in various phases of the moon. Its arching apex held aloft a crescent moon of solid diamond, flanked by 2 exploding stars. So, again, it says, Rhys stepped off the stairs and took my hand, knight triumphant and the stars eternal. Now, that I didn't mind because it did not negate her. The first time she said it, she negated herself. I didn't like it. This time it was fine because she says, knight triumphant and the stars eternal. If he was the sweet, terrifying darkness, I was the glittering light that only his shadows could make clear. Again, you could have stopped at knight triumphant and the stars eternal. You should have stopped because it was fine until you kept talking. So, great. They look really cute. We love that. They're getting ready to leave. And Nessa's like, I'm coming. Everyone's like, stop the presses. What? You grew a conscience?
We have effort.
What do you mean?
We have effort.
What? From Nesta?
You? I do declare.
Tell me more. I do declare. As my friend Shannon would say, I do declare. Yeah, but seriously, we're like, what do you mean? And she's like, well, you just ran off to help those people and you didn't even know them. And she's like, yeah. That's what you're supposed
to do.
It's called the right thing to do. And then she's like, well, I guess I didn't really quite understand that it was going to affect like me. It's basically like what she says. It's like she agrees to help because she realized, oh, wait, this is actually affecting me. So I guess I'll help.
Yeah.
Now.
And she's also like, I have a thing for Cassie, and if he's going and I can go, I'm going to go too.
Yeah, well, okay, here's what I didn't like. She's like, I get it. Maybe I should help because helping's the right thing to do. But also, I did not like that I didn't know what was happening with Cassian while he was out fighting. So if I go, at least I kind of know what's going on.
It's tough to have feelings for someone.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah.
This world is weird.
Yeah. So she says it's for some other reason. She also says it's because she cares about the humans. And I'm sure that she does in a roundabout way. Like, she feels like she's the one that is going to, speak up for and try to defend the humans, even though Feyre also has been doing that. So again, you're not really needed, but good for you to finally give an effort. It's like, okay, if you ever back in school, you remember when you have group projects? you'd have group projects back in school, and then this is like the day of, maybe the day before, and a team member who's done literally nothing the entire time finally shows up and says, oh, nobody really wants to talk about that one slide. I'll do it. And you're like, wow, am I supposed to fall over and lick your asshole because you're actually doing what you probably should have been doing the entire freaking time? Okay, well, good for you, I guess.
Yeah.
You get the A with the rest of us, even though you've done nothing.
Your hatred is too much. You have too much. Yeah, you need to tone it the fuck back. You need to pipe down.
I'm sorry. Did you just try to tell me to pipe down? I'm pretty sure you
it's
told
really
me to pipe down.
It's really funny. It's really funny.
That's
no, she sucks. That's the sucks. That's the sucks so bad.
She does suck.
I'm glad she's come around, mainly because it makes the story more interesting. But and having her perspective at this like weirdo clown show that's about to happen is right. The interaction in chapter 42 where he's like, I can hire you as the whatever, blah blah blah. She's like,
to the humans.
She says some stupid snarky thing.
Yeah, she says, well, we'll just consider this like a trial run and I'll make you pay out the nose. And she's like, yeah, you and every other Archeron sister.
Yeah, what are we doing?
Well, I mean, it's adorable and so cute, but also like, really? Okay, this is what we're doing.
You're about to have a hell of a first day. After school special joke.
But yeah, that part is adorable. And then we're about to. I also love that everyone is like, we're all about to winnow out, but then Cassian and Nesta are going to see each other for the first time, and then everybody just kind of goes. It's like the emoji of like the side eyes. The whole time.
Well, he looks at Cassian. This is actually the part of it that gets me. Cassian's like. No going back now. And he kind of winks at Reese, and Reese, he says, I figure it's time to really know who's this large wingspan. And then they get real weird about it. They start doing the gambling. That's when it's like, see, this is what I'm talking about. Like, other people don't find this funny.
Yeah.
Like Tarquin would not find this funny. Tamlin doesn't find this funny. And so like these people are so friendly with each other. Like they have a very important relationship. And it harkens back to like, oh, every time Reese talks to somebody like he's trying to be a normal person, it's like, oh, right, dude, they're not your friend.
Yeah.
You're being too friendly. Even there's like a few moments earlier, Feyre pokes him in the ribs. It's like, hey.
Yeah.
Don't make fun of he's like, oh, right, she's not one of us. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But
and it literally happens. Like and they start doing the gambling and the sisters are like, oh, we don't know how to be. And then fucking Feyre's like, I'll take $1, Bob. And you're just like, oh, Feyre, don't do the $1, Bob.
Don't do it.
She said the lame thing. She said the lamest thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, you suck so bad, Feyre. Don't say lame shit.
Well, I mean, it's like sometimes she's a little bit of a wet towel, you know?
She doesn't get it. And that's okay. It's like when I came to DC, I worked here for a couple of years. COVID happened. Is it snowing?
Yeah, there was like a huge bunch of snow, I guess, that just fell off the roof and like by the window. Sorry, distracted me.
It's actually snowing here, and I'm like, maybe 22 inches, maybe nothing. We'll see next time on Dragon Ball Z.
That was us a couple weekends ago. And it ended up being like over a foot of snow. So
same here. The fuck, what was I gonna say?
Sorry, we were talking about the fact that they were like jokey around, and I think you were gonna tell a personal story.
Oh yeah,
you were jokey.
Right. She doesn't get it. So when I not jokey, but like when I moved to DC from Asheville, so you're talking about a place where people move to not grow up, to people who move here who want to grow up as soon as possible. You got 25-year-olds who want to be CEOs, and it's like, buddy, you don't know how to order a drink at a bar. I don't. How do you expect to lead people? Like, you don't get it. And we, it took me like a year to kind of figure it out and to finally like get it. Whatever it is, I started to get. I was like, oh, this is what it's like to work with other people and to put them
Mhm.
in a position to be more successful and to lead by
Mhm.
example and then to lead laterally and horizontal. Sometimes it takes a lot of front end work so that you can just do half-ass bullshit the rest of the day.
Right.
She clearly doesn't know. She like Feyre still doesn't like. Some would say, oh, they're jaded by their world, right? And it's like she's not there yet, and so she sometimes says stuff that's like, oh, you suck at
Aw.
painting too.
She's still trying to. Okay, she's still taking this super serious. Okay.
She's like, I'll take $1, Bob. It's like, oh
Yeah.
God, we were actually like we were only half kidding. You're fully kidding.
Yeah.
We do think there's going to be a fight here. We think
Yeah.
it's going to come to fisticuffs pretty soon after the opening bell.
For sure. I mean, there's way too much stuff stacked against all
And
of them.
she's just like going in with it, like, oh yeah, I'll bet too. And you're like, honey,
No.
no,
Yeah.
like be a part of the situation.
Yeah. But right after that is the part that I was talking about with Cassian. So when we see them for the first time, after he could have died, and he walks up and he just says, hello, Nesta. And she's like, so you're alive. Okay.
Can we talk? So this is like the emo couple in high school. They're like, it's like, I was gonna say Lucy, but it's like, he's like, hey, Agatha, and she's like, hey, Mark. So, still here? It's like,
yeah.
Do you think anything else would happen?
Still here. Yeah.
Still here.
So true. It's so true. So that's kind of like what, but literally the part that makes me laugh about this whole thing is so, but he takes it like he immediately like goes and becomes like that smarmy, funny kind of asshole-y kind of situation. And he's like, oh yeah, were you hoping otherwise? So, but the whole gang stops to be
they're all like,
what's happening? Like, are they going to get together? What's happening? What's going on over there? And literally all of them wait. So they're about to winnow out. It says, Cassian sighs to not leave Nesta's, blah, blah, blah. Reese began to winnow us. Oh, it literally says he stopped because they all were just going to see what happened. Well, Reese seemed to halt his winnowing, as my sister said, oh, so you're alive. So it's like, they were like, wait a minute, we want to see how this plays out. We got to go. Trust. We got to go. But let me just see how this plays out real quick.
It's so funny that they were like mid smoke plume.
Yeah.
Right. And it was just like,
wait. Hold on.
I might have to pee. We should probably
don't mind us. We're just here eavesdropping.
I forgot my hands in my pockets. I have to do that before I went out. So sorry.
Like, don't mind us. We're not here.
And then Ness is like, you didn't come to. And then he's like, Moore is getting girl bitchy right now, and I kind of love it. Mm-hmm. She's like, honey, yeah, that's it's not my man's, but it's my man's. Mm-hmm. Yep. You're not gonna bring your stuck up ass into this house and steal my man's from me, because he shows me attention, and God. I like it. Am I wrong? Moore is definitely like throughout this whole section on Ness's ass.
Well, yeah,
and only because Cassie is showing her attention, and Ness is like receiving it.
I don't necessarily think it's that. I think it's just that like we just need to go ahead and like move on. Nesta.
You think really? Oh, to Cassian.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
I mean, I don't think Moore is doing it because it's Cassian. I think Moore's doing it because she is tired of her bullshit.
Oh.
I am too.
I thought it was because of Cassian. I'm like,
no, I fully think it's because she's just tired of her bullshit. It's like again, she's one of the people that are doing the work on the group project.
Moore just watches Cassian took Ness's slim hand into his own, interlacing their fingers. Oh, as he folded in his wings and blindly reached in the other hand, hand back toward Moore in silent order to transport them. It's like, he like grabs her hand. It's like he probably is like fucking right here.
Yeah. Well, because he can't winnow, so Moore had to do it. It's like that's why Moore's there, is to winnow them to the Dawn Court for the meeting.
Yeah.
So she's there for utility.
It just feels different. I'm sorry. From my perspective, it feels like I'm not saying Moore's jealous, but it kind of feels like a hint of like, that's my dude.
Well,
it's not my dude, but it's one of my dudes.
Yeah, you're gonna have a lot of fun in the next set of chapters. Okay, so I can't wait for the next set of chapters. So we go to the Dawn Court, and the Dawn Court is obviously really pretty. And what I think is funny is that they're like, Reese, dude, this is the place.
Yes,
like,
yes.
The next time you redecorate, like you should really think about it like this.
I love this.
He's like, what? Like, I thought my house was cool. You don't like my house?
Yeah, no. What are we? And they're in basically a Disney castle at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Like if Tarquin's place is like the Red Keep in Game of Thrones,
mm-hmm.
this is a full on Disney princess house.
Yeah,
up in the clouds, hanging out. I imagine it's jutted up.
They're like in Arendelle, like in Frozen. Like
never seen Frozen.
Okay.
But they're like, oh, after the gambling bit, all of them are like, oh, we're going to be ourselves forever now. We don't have to be weird. Got it.
And they're like, great. All we're going to do is just like completely
we're going to be ourselves all the time.
We're going to rib Reese. We're going to rake him over the coals every time we can. It's going to be the best. So they're just like making fun of him and his house and all the things. And then he has a little sexy wink where he's like, tonight I want you to wear that crown to bed. Only the crown. She's like, oh, you scoundrel. I know, but also I enjoyed it. Like the flirty parts I enjoyed. I did not enjoy when we actually did flirty things in the war camp, but this I can do. And we keep talking about what's going on, and we're about to walk in because we were going to walk right into the next section is the meeting of the High Lords. So he's like, you got your shields up? And she's like, yeah, baby, like always. Are you ready to do this? And he's like, yeah. He's a little bit nervous. And she's like, I see you. You're great. I love you. And he's like, you bow to no one, was all he replied. That I do love, because he's like, remember, we're about to go into this meeting with a bunch of motherfuckers that I'm going to have to deal with. And I just need you to know up front, you bow to no one. Okay? Don't do it.
You get to speak here.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is like you're not like you whatever you say I'm cool with. Where's 100% trust. Right. So
that's the end of these chapters, and then we walk into the meeting of the High Lords. So this very next chapter, oh God, I can't wait. I cannot wait for this. So hopefully you don't have a lot going on and we get to do this soon, because I've been waiting. And actually there are some viewers, shout out Liz, that have been waiting for us to get to the meeting of the High Lords this whole time.
It's like that?
They're like, when is it going to happen? Yes. We need to hear and see your reactions to the things that are about to happen in this next set of chapters.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
So the next set of chapters we're going to read are chapters, I think 43. Did we end at 42?
Yeah.
Yeah, 43. 43 through 46. We're going to read chapter 47. So if you're in ye old paperback, you're going to read until page 445.
Got some predictions about this meeting.
Let's have some
Go ahead. Let's have some what?
No, I just enjoy all of your proselytizing. Let's go ahead.
Some of them are good. Some of them awful. Like the Queens. Missed out on the Queens. She's alive and she's different than you think she is. And you're like, Scott, it's Amarantha.
Yeah. It wasn't Amarantha. I'm sorry, baby.
It's some random human queen. Oh no, stop it.
What happened over there?
Nothing. Look. So we're gonna have a meeting of the 7 High Lords. I think my man Tamlin is gonna be there.
You think Timmy Tam's going to show up or not? He's the only one that hasn't RSVP'd.
He's for sure
Everyone
going to
has
show up.
RSVP'd except Timmy Tam. You think Timmy Tam's going to show up?
Kind of a bitch. He's kind of a bitch, so for sure going to show up. Like the king move would to be not show up.
Okay.
They could just be like, I don't care.
Okay.
Like, you sold my girl. I don't give a fuck about the King of Hybern. He can't do anything about it now because she just left. So I'm out 100%. If y'all need me, I'm down here. And he's wall adjacent, right? So they need him anyway. He literally has all of the leverage. If I were him, I wouldn't show up. But he's a bitch, and he ain't me.
I don't know, though.
He's going to show up.
If he's not really wanting to be aligned with Hybern, then he should probably show up because everyone is assuming that he and Hybern are like this now because of what has happened.
But he is wall adjacent. Yeah, like if he was a real dude, if he was a can't say what I want to say, but if he was a real dude, he would just be like, I ain't showing up. I'm the one nation that's wall adjacent. Y'all actually need me more than I need you.
Yeah.
I don't need the King of Hybern either because he can't do what I need him to do either. He already tried. He failed. So I'm out. If I was him, I wouldn't show up. But I ain't him.
Right.
He's a bitch. So he's going to show. He's going to show.
Okay.
He's going to show.
All right. So he thinks Timmy Tam's going to show up. And what else do you think?
Definitely going to have the reveal of her powers for sure because this always happens. They always have we're not going to put the book together. And then she immediately puts the book together. I don't think it's going to be this like messianic moment where she's like blinding white light and holding her arms out like it's the cross like she did at Timmy Tam's house.
Yeah.
But it's going to be one of these moments where she's like attacking one of them or defending from one of them or some bullshit.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think she can circumvent the wards that they talk about having up during the meeting.
Okay.
What else? Oh, you said that Helion is quite the smooth navigator when it comes to lip service.
Oh yeah. Can't wait for you to meet him.
I have a weird prediction, but I don't want to say it out loud.
I want you to say it out loud.
No.
Say it out loud.
No,
trust. You've had a pretty good track record of saying some really what you think are out of pocket things that a few episodes later, I'm like, how very dare you for knowing ahead of time.
No, we're not gonna do it. Because
go ahead, tell me.
So I think like someone like what is his name? Ares. We're gonna find out a little bit more about Ares.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure, Azrael's going to put his hands on him. For sure. Okay. And I hope it happens. It'd be hilarious if Ares had like an illegitimate child too. You know what I mean? Like they've just been hiding it this whole time. It's like, oh, we have a new heir to the fire throne. And I think Baron's going to be a real dick.
Oh yeah. We're going to see him we did see him for a hot second at the very end of the very first book where he gives little kernel of power. He's actually the first one that steps up to give a little bit of power to bring Feyre back. But that is the one and only time that we've actually seen him. We've talked ad nauseum about him. But
yeah. And I secretly think he's the weakest High Lord. And that's why he's such a grumpy old bastard.
Maybe he's definitely he's like the worst.
Yeah, I think he's
like on a scale of 1 to complete asshole, he's definitely wrecked him 100%.
Yeah. Black eye. He's a black-eyed man. I think a brown-eyed man. I think I think Baron's a complete asshole, but I think he's the weakest one. So he's just well, I can't have her having any of my powers because I'm actually a bitch. So a lot of bitches showing up here. I'm excited to see the other High Lords that we've not seen. We've not had a Winter Court High Lord.
Nope, we haven't met him yet.
We haven't had we haven't met the Dawn High Lord.
Nope.
Winter, Dawn, or Day. Yeah.
Winter Dawn.
Helion's the day one, right?
Helion, yes, is day court. Yes.
So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what kind of powers come about. I'm excited to see what happens. But those are my kind of like Asriel putting in paws on. I hope that was gotta be hilarious. I hope he just is like, I'm gonna kill you, brother, right here in front of your
honestly, like it is like a fight that like a pay-per-view fight that I would pay to see. Like I would pay to see that one.
I think anyone who doesn't have the
5
High Lord
centuries coming, like
anyone who doesn't have High Lord powers or Feyre takes an L from Cassian, Azrael, and more. Maybe not more, but definitely Cassian and Azrael.
What do you mean?
Talking about power scaling. Like you have Rhys, you know, and a few of the other High Lords right here. Right? I put Baron below the rest of them just because I think his personality dictates that he doesn't have much power. Or he's just weaker than the rest. Like he's got firepower, but his firepower is like not as strong.
He can make tea.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen Avatar, right? The Last Airbender?
No.
Oh. You come to find out that like fire, the ability to use fire is actually kind of useless against like half the world. So it's like, why, like, well, it looks so destructive. It's like, is it that destructive? Or like, can we counter do fire? Because you can't really counter do a lot of like air attacks or water attacks. Like those, they can cut through anything. But like fire. Anyway, and then you've got like Cassian and Azrael, you know, right below them.
Yeah,
we're doing a power scaling. Like above Rhys, we don't know.
There is nothing above Rhys.
So, well, maybe the King of Hybern, maybe the Bone Carver, maybe the Wicked Witch in the middle of the map, maybe this dude's hanging out of the lake who's got women.
Like maybe like gods, right? Because we're talking about gods. So maybe gods appear. Yeah. Well, the god of they're death gods, Striga and Cachet, the Bone Carver.
That's what we hear. We don't know yet.
So that's what we're told. So I guess like gods, Rhys, all the other High Lords, Baron being the bottom.
Yeah.
Cassian and Azrael more. Like just right.
Yeah. Like, and then, well, there's like Cassian and Azrael more, but then all of the children of the High Lord are in that. Yeah.
Yeah. Eris, all the other random brothers.
Not all the children.
Although, like, I mean, Lucian, but we haven't really seen Lucian do much of anything.
No, we have seen him run really, really, really fast.
He can run really fast.
He's the only one we've seen run really, really, really fast.
But that's about it. That's all we've really seen.
So they all have like elemental. They'll have some sort of elemental thing. What is Tamlin's? They never that he can shapeshift is about it.
He's a shapeshifter. He can turn into like that animal that goes and like can tear people apart. So shapeshifting, basically.
That's boring.
And I think he also had like some. There was something else that he could do, but it was like a minor magic.
I mean, the creature in the pit showed up and it's like, "You want me to kill these guys?" And Favor's like, "Yeah, kill these guys." And he's like, "Okay, I'll kill these guys." And then just shot energy beams out of his hand like he's fucking Iron Man.
Kind of.
Yeah. Like Tamlin ain't doing that.
So it might be pretty cool, like, right? Like we got we got the monsters on our side.
I don't know. I don't know. Plus there's other creatures. You know, the book references other creatures.
Yeah.
Are these the other creatures? Are there the 3 plus the Bone Carver plus what's at the bottom of the pit plus Amarin? That's 6 total creatures that we've seen.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, that's a lot.
No, the 3 includes the Bone Carver. So the 3 and then Amarin and then the person at the bottom of the pit.
3, Amarin, the monster at the bottom of the library, which has a name. You don't know it yet, but
I almost said something rude. Not to you.
Surely not to me. Never to me.
There are those 5, and then we haven't really. I mean, Feyre is, I guess, considered one of those aberrations, although her power scale doesn't.
I mean, she's like made. I mean, are you counting people that are made? Because Amarin's technically.
Yeah, I mean, if you count, because I also think
Feyre monster, but she's not.
But we like. I think Feyre is like she is more powerful than everyone. So
Okay,
we
but
just
then
haven't seen
what
it.
do you think then about like Nesta and
Nesta's one too.
Nesta and then Miriam
Yeah, well,
is
Miriam, we
made.
don't know.
Miriam is made. Jurian is made.
Jurian's a weird situation because it's just he's just a regular dude who was revived.
Yeah,
Is he immortal? We don't know.
we don't know.
Hope he can use a laser sword. Cool.
I mean, who knows? Who
I
knows?
hope we get to see Jurian soon. He's kind of a fun character to be around.
Yeah.
Jurian.
Not in the next set of chapters because he's not a High Lord. So we're only going to see High Lords and those that are important to the High Lords.
Jurian and Tamlin pretty much in the same boat here. Kind of wild.
Yeah.
Kind of wild how they're like, oh, we have the exact same issue.
Kind of. Yeah.
Anywho, that's all I got.
Yeah. I think that's a pretty fair assessment. Like I say, there's a lot happened, but nothing happened in these chapters.
Right.
So,
all right.
But the next one, baby, you just wait. And I hope everyone has the ability to join us on the next one because I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
We have Monday or Tuesday. Which is a better date for you? Because I'll go ahead and put out the stuff for it tomorrow morning.
Monday because Evan's going back out of town. So tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night. Okay. If you like this content, we're going to be doing this tomorrow night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check out her Instagram. Check out my Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all that bullshit. We're having a good time on the kitchen couch and with the Smut Oracle. I think that's all I've got for you. Emily, hit us with a thing.
If you like this content, you can always like and subscribe.
And check out everything else. Later, taters.
Peace.
Weird.